Hello everybody, once again I'm Symes and Robin is here with me also.
Oh yes, I am still Robin.
He is still Robin.
Yep.
And welcome to episode 3, I think, of Stone Mirrors, where we screw up our game of Dwarf Fortress and then try and recover. Effectively, I think that's what we're doing now.
Hurrah!
So, on the subject of recovery, we're looking at the walls we started building. I'm actually, having thought about this a little bit, I want to change these some.
I had a question about walls, actually. Can any of the monsters tunnel through walls?
I think not. There are creatures who have a flag on them which is called Building Destroyer, and they can destroy constructions, but walls I think they can't break through, which is why walls are very useful for protecting other buildings. It's like if you've got a pump out there in the middle of the land and a big Building Destroyer monster comes along, it can wreck up your pump, but if you build a wall all the way around it, I don't think it can. Which is useful.
The monster.
So what I want to do is actually move this wall here, because technically this whole bit is still inside the fortress, and I think I want to put the wall across here.
That would be much neater.
That would be a much better thing to do. So I will go to designations first and remove the ramps, which is Z. So where's my cursor? There it is. Let's remove those. Actually, let's remove all of these ramps that are in here, except that one. And press space to resume, and they can get on doing that.
And some dwarves will hurl themselves into that pit.
And,
there he goes.
There's a miner digging it away already. Excellent.
Well done, that dwarf.
And also I want to go to Q to go to this building here and cancel the construction of it. And for these, you cancel each tile individually, so I've just pressed X 3 times to get rid of that.
Okay, so you can't. Can you cancel an area?
No, not on those. I think you have to. It may be that for floors you'll get a big chunk of it. I don't actually remember, but for walls you have to cancel each tile individually. Because you might just have gone, oh, I've built that one too far. I'll just cancel the last one.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll wait for him to dig that out, which he's now done. So I'll put that wall in where I want it. So B, capital C, W for wall. Make it wider, like that. Stick it at the end there. And make it out of dacite blocks there. So, because what will happen here is the area inside the actual proper trench, which is this bit, is actually all going to be the fortress, and the wall which I've just built will be there. And you can see there's one we've already built down here. You can see it appears as the floor. Yeah. And so we can build our actual exterior wall on top of it, and so.
Okay.
Whereas if there was a hole there, then monsters could come in underneath here, and we could put a floor in, and that would keep them down. But I think it's neater to do this way.
I'm sure we can fill it full of interesting traps for them.
And we'll just avoid that problem. And I think while we're on, I want to remove the ramps from. Oh, hello, we've got some migrants! Hooray!
How do we know that?
It says down here some migrants have arrived.
Oh.
And here's some. It's paused, so to bring us to the location, but we can see
what people we have.
There's some people coming in. Watch them stream across the map. There's a child there. 2. Is that it? Good God, that's terrible.
Well, that is the least definition of migrants.
So we have 2-3 migrants in total. Okay, we're going to switch quickly to Dwarf Therapist here. And
so you can have a look at your new chaps.
Yes, and where this works is you run Dwarf Therapist, you press connect to DF, and it connects to Dwarf Fortress game, and then you press read dwarves, and it reads them. There we go. And if we set to group by migration wave, we see that indeed wave 1 had 3 dwarves in it, and one of them was a child, so it's not shown. This is rubbish. 2 people. Oh well. Let's see what skills.
Obviously, we need some kind of poster campaign or something.
See what skills they have here. This one here is a milker.
He likes fish.
A cook.
He can do many fishing things.
Presser, yeah, milker, cook, presser, and all the fish tasks.
He is an ace fish person. No, she is rather.
It is. No, that one actually is he. The first one is male. The second one's female.
All right.
So
strange name.
He is a fish man. Well, he's not actually a fish man. He's a man who does stuff with fish.
Yeah, let's not go all Cthulhu on these dwarves. That would be bad.
And the other one is a plant gatherer, a milker, and a shearer. So I'm going to go and say that all of these are pointless for us right now. So I'm going to turn them all off.
You're basically telling them, don't do that
Don't
stuff.
do these jobs. And instead...
We recognise your skills and we ignore them.
We ignore them. And I'm going to allocate one of them to mining. Because we always need more people digging holes.
Mm-hmm.
So having changed all that, I'm going to commit those changes. That will send the changes back to Dwarf Fortress. And then they'll just do the jobs that I've just told them to do. So that if we've got, I think we brought a spare pick, so that miner will just go and fetch it. Anyway, what I was previously saying before we were interrupted by our huge migrant wave.
It's stunning. I'm truly staggered by the influx of new people.
Is we are going to work on our security some more. So first thing I'm going to do is dig out the ramps where I'm going to put the bridge across. So it's down here, DZ. I think it was here-ish, wasn't it? Somewhere like that. Just clear those out. Turn them away. Oh, 3 of them are flashing, so I think that miner guy maybe has way on. It's like, oh, yeah, they're all digging. See, there's our new guy who's dressed like a farmer, but he's mining.
He'll soon learn.
He'll change. Right, so we've got this nice space.
I assume the dwarves learn skills then.
Yes, and as they get better at a particular job, that'll become their primary job, and then the icon that's displayed for them will change.
Do they actually have like levels or anything in these skills? So they become more efficient in them or something?
They do.
Ah, cool.
We can quickly look at the therapist for that, because we can see the size of these dots. If I switch this back to nothing, then we can see all of our dwarves and see some of them. And here are our existing miners, and they're very good at mining because and see that says High Master Miner, and we're all level 13, so he's very, very good. And
he knows one end of a pick from another.
She rather is very good, and he there is also very good. He's only a level 11 though. And this is our new miner who's level 0.
So that's right. That's level 0 in mining.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
That's quite a lot of stuff. So they get better, and that generally means for every type of task, being better at it means they do it more quickly, and for crafting type tasks, it also means they produce better quality goods.
Yeah. Do they become more efficient, or do you always need the same amount of stuff?
Generally, you need the same amount of stuff.
All right.
But the goods are produced more quickly, and they're of a better quality. So
good.
We've cleared our space here, and so I'm going to build a bridge across there. Roughly in this location, more or less. It's not hugely important that it be in the centre. Actually, if we put it here, then they can come straight into the trade depot over the bridge. So yeah, let's do that. Ish. Yes, more or less. Whatever. Build.
So we have a huge defensive trench and a nice big bridge for everything, so we'll just walk over it.
G for bridge. Well, it's a drawbridge, you see. So we're going to have a nice drawbridge on here. So we'll make it big enough to go across. Make it 3 wide, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Change. It's currently a retracting bridge, and we want to change it so that it raises southward, which I think is with X. Yep, there's a little arrow pointing down. Raises to the south. Good. And we want to make that out of dacite blocks again, because we've got plenty of those. And that's the blueprint for the bridge, and they'll go and build it.
Okay, so why have you cleared out more than the size of the drawbridge then?
I just did it but eventually we're going to clear out all the ones on the inside anyway, so the only way to get into the fortress is across the bridge.
Yeah.
And once the bridge is built, I'll do that.
Okay.
And you can just potentially clear away some of the others so that when the stuff is in the trench and wants to get out, they're forced to use a particular spot, and you can just kind of put lots of traps around that spot or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway,
so they explode and stuff.
Let's resume and let them get on. Ah yes, there was something else I was going to do with this stockpile here, because we need to change the settings on it. Because now that we've got the one downstairs,
is that? Oh, that's your dead rubbish pile. Isn't
this is the rubbish pile. But the one downstairs needs the skulls and bones for crafting, so we want to forbid those. So we forbid skulls, bones, shells, teeth, horns, and hair from this one, and then they'll take those downstairs instead now. So I'm glad that I remembered that. And
well remembered.
Another thing that I want to do is go to our crafting level down here and go to, I think it's the Dwarf's workshop, add a wooden, nope, that's wrong. Actually, we've got rock now, we can probably make them out of rock at the mason's workshop. Yes, rock hatch cover, which is capital H, and I'll just make a couple of those, and I will explain why when I use them once they're built. So there's a dwarf there building the bridge. So I think he was just finishing the design there, and soon he will come back and finish it off. I'll start digging out some of these ramps as well.
Dig.
Oh, look, and they're building the wall now. This section of wall here is finished.
Yep.
So remove stairs and ramps. Right, so they'll go and do that.
It looks like you got a big flashing O there.
Yes.
Like, oh no! Oh! Just wondering if you can start putting some other letters on there. Or just make lots of drawbridges across the front and you get ooh! Yeah, that would be highly productive.
Right, what was I... Let's look down here and see what we're doing. Right, so that's, we've got one wall. The walls are being done, so that's good. That's good. They're getting on with that. The stockpile's done, and we want to think about our water supply as well. So we're going to dig some cisterns and such.
What's that little red flashy thing that was just moving around there?
It'll be some sort of insect or something.
All
right. You see, I think that dwarf has gone there to get water, so we are going to need to bring a water supply towards the fortress.
He's just gone and stood in the middle of the river.
Yeah, well, brooks are a bit odd because you can't actually walk across the surface of them. But it's
so he's going paddling.
So it's because they're sort of meant to be brooks, and brooks are shallow, so you can cross brooks. But it's done in a slightly weird way because I could then just dig a hole in the surface, and then it would just be water underneath, and it's a bit weird. Anyway, and what I think I might want to do is do some water pumping as well. How best to do that? Well, we're going to need some channels, so let's start by just designating some channels up towards where the water's coming from.
So you're basically into some irrigation channels or whatever?
Yeah, and I will do one, I think, that just uses natural flow, and one that uses pump assistance. And then should be able to see how much faster the pump assisted one is. So if I just try and avoid all of these murky pools that are down here. And there's trees everywhere. Chop down the trees. Right, designate that with T. I'm going to clear this area of trees. There. Because they grow back quick, the trees do, which is a bit irritating if you're trying to do construction projects. But the dwarves have cleared all those ramps.
So the trees could potentially grow back in your trench, you mean?
They're not likely to grow back in the trench, although they could. But as soon as it's full of water, they won't.
Ah.
But right, so we'll chop all the trees down, and I will designate them to remove the rest of these ramps around here. So we've got our first sort of small defensive perimeter thing set. So we'll go with Z again. Down to this level. Remove these ramps.
What's the flashing area around the water?
It's just to tell you that if you dig through there, there's water on the other side of it.
Ah, at that point, flooding occurs.
In this case, bad things, yes.
Yeah.
So it's just...
All the chickens will need water wings.
Yes. No, they're not brilliant swimmers, your chickens.
No. I never see them in the Olympics.
That should have cleared, almost all of them. Right, there we go. This wall's finished, which is good.
The other one's nearly done. Yeah, some nice sort of different graphic for it as well.
Yeah, I think in the same vein as up here, where we wanted to block off that, I think I should pick somewhere down here and put a wall in the end of this channel as well that we dug by mistake. So
You've got some random green bits there.
See, yeah, because it's exposed to the air, grass is growing on it.
Ah, right. The dogs can frolic on it.
So I'm going to put a wall in here as well. Oh, yeah, I'll put a wall in here. There is a slight chance that the dwarf will wind up on the wrong side of the wall when it's built, but I'll put another ramp in and he can get out that way if that happens.
Nothing can possibly go wrong.
Because they are a bit stupid. Right, they're clearing those ramps, so that's good.
The O has stopped flashing.
That means the bridge is built. So
everyone's going over it.
What we need to do now is head for our mechanics workshop, which still hasn't been built. Right.
We've got lots of stuff stored down there, though.
Yeah, there's a piece of dacite or something which is blocking the construction. So what I'm going to do is build another mechanics workshop somewhere nearby, because I'm getting fed up with this. So let's put it there instead.
Can you change priority on things then for them to build, or do they just build whatever the hell they want?
There is a vague way of doing it. They will tend to build stuff. Like for walls, they will build the most recent one that you designated first.
Right.
Which is something to bear in mind when you're building sort of more complicated structures and so on. So anyway, they'll build that there and hopefully clear that other building site out. But we will need some mechanisms before too long, because we will want to be able to operate this drawbridge now that we've built it.
Yep.
They built that wall already. They have, and no one got stuck. Hey, brilliant.
Have we got a possible... if you go down to the bottom left a bit, is there you see the tunnel, that slope, that's not heading out to the water, so there's people can just wander into that. Is that true?
Where exactly?
All the arrows pointing down all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Then they go round a bit, so people could just wander into that anyway at the moment.
Yeah, but this is where our fortress is, so they're not going to go in here, because all of the ramps have been removed round the perimeter, and the only way in is now across this bridge. They can still get up to here and stuff, obviously, but we can't cordon off like an entire corner of the map, because stuff can come in from any side of the map anyway.
Yeah.
And you also can't build right out to the edge. So, how are we doing for tree clearance? I think we may have a...
Well, there's some big red spots, which what is that, tree massacre areas?
There's a frog there. Yeah, the red spots are earth, so there's probably a tree there recently, and we've destroyed it.
Some of those trees look like they're fruit trees. They've got little red spots on them.
So let's designate a channel down to here-ish. If we sort of bring it across down here, more or less. Screw it. And we'll dig it to there. And somewhere over here we'll have the channel for the other thing, like here, parallel to it probably, because I can handily put this most of the way down here already, without there being any trees in the way. And so they'll busily digging all of those. And chicks have hatched, it says. So we need to go down to where the chicks are. There they are wandering about.
Yeah. Causing chaos.
So,
those parents are not doing a good job. Those kids are already rampaging around.
So we need to modify our zone with I, and tell them to put all of those chicks in the pasture. So let's find them. There's quite a lot of them.
Wow.
Right, so the dwarves will make sure they're put in there.
You have yaks. Excellent.
We do. They were drawing the wagon that we arrived with. Right, so yeah, the chicks are being all moved into the pen, as you can see. Now that we've got the chicks, we can go to the stockpile and allow eggs again. I'm going to find the hen eggs. I was terrible at last time.
Does that say wombat egg?
Probably. There's the hen eggs there.
I didn't realise wombats laid eggs.
I don't know. I'm not sufficiently knowledgeable about wombats to be able to tell you. They just keep coming back out again. Is that what's happening? Are they being put in the pasture and then just come straight back out? Or is there just so many of them? I think there's just loads of them.
Yep, we won't want for chickens.
Right, enough of this fannying about. They've dug this channel, so that's a good thing.
So what do you then have to hook it up to the river?
We'll want to hook it up to the river, but I'll want to do some other things as well, just to make sure that everything is... For the demonstration to be properly effective, I'll want to do some other things. And one of the first things I want to do is clear these ramps out of here so I can build some floodgates. And it's Z. Right, so they'll dig those ramps out. And once we've got a mechanics workshop, which hopefully we'll have now-ish.
Have they actually built it?
They have! Hooray!
Excellent.
So
I see a little spinny wheel on it.
We want to make some mechanisms.
Excellent.
With T. So all Mechanics Workshop does is make mechanisms. So let's just make lots of.
So are mechanisms fairly generic?
Yeah, they're just things that make other things work. So your traps use them, levers use them.
So big piles of cogs.
And floodgates use them, which is what I'm going to build at this mason's workshop. A rock floodgate with L. 2 of those, and we will be using a mechanism to connect the floodgate to the lever that operates it. And we need some other stuff. So
levers, floodgates, switches. I bet people have built computers on this thing.
Yes, they have.
Oh dear.
They run quite slowly, but yes. And the other thing, because we're going to build a pump, what I need is an enormous corkscrew to go with that.
Enormous wooden corkscrew.
An enormous wooden corkscrew, so that's what we use for a pump.
What's going to drive the pump then? Is it just a dwarf standing there like?
Yes, I mean you can drive them with a dwarf. You can also drive them with a water wheel.
Right.
And again, mechanisms used to connect the water wheel to the pump to drive it.
Okay. The hunter is out of ammo.
Yeah, that happens quite a lot. What we can do... I keep pressing that button. A couple of things. We should, if we go to U, we can look at the unit list and see what else we've got. We've got emus.
Woohoo!
Now, there's a lot of dead things, which I think is mainly down to our hunter.
Including emus.
Yes, so if there's nothing worth hunting, then we should just tell the hunter not to hunt anything. But I think, even though there's not many emus, there are still some, so we'll just carry on with that.
Carry on with the emu massacre.
So we will need a block and a pipe section as well to make our screw pump. So I'm not sure if we can make a wooden pipe section or not. Let's see if it's there. Yes, there it is. Wood's not a brilliant construction material for pumps generally. You probably want to use metal, but we are currently without metal because we haven't dug down and found any ore yet. So what I'm going to do now is tell them to dig further down.
Uh-huh.
So we want up-down stairways again.
How far down can we go?
Well, according to the little counter in the bottom right, we are 130 levels above the bottom of the map right now.
Yep.
So we can go down another 130 levels from here.
Blimey. Do you encounter things like lava and demons or anything?
There will be magma down there, and magma might contain fire imps and such.
Unpleasant things.
Unpleasant things. Let's go just down 20 levels or something. And I will again, specify the centre square as just being dug out, so we can put statues there if we want to. Make sure that's worked. It has.
Hurrah!
Eventually the miners will come and dig that hole. They've cleared this out. That's good.
Excellent. Yep, we have slopey channels.
So, we want floodgates in here. So, if they've been constructed yet, let's see if we can build one. Build, floodgate. Floodgate is X. We can place one, so we need to put it down in this hole here. We've made one from cinnabar. How lovely. And the other floodgate is also ready, which is made out of quartzite. So we'll put that one there.
Excellent.
So,
we have struck mica.
Mica, tetrahedrite. Ooh, that's an ore. And it's got stuff in it, and I can't remember, so I shall go over to my other window where I have the wiki open and check.
It allows you to make dice.
Tetrahedrite is copper and silver.
Oh, right.
So that's good. Ooh, and we've discovered the first cavern layer as well.
What does that mean then? Does that mean we basically found something underneath us, a big cave and stuff?
Yes, we've dug down through the roof of the first cave layer.
And we found water.
Yeah, there's usually water in them, but also there are generally beasts walking about, or they will become beasts. So what we want to do now is cancel all of this digging
and build a wall
to make sure we don't dig any further down into the cave. So we'll cancel all the layers below, which was quite a lot of them. So cancel that. Up. And somewhere here we have a stairway down, which is here. Right, they're going to dig more up downstairs here, which is fine. This is the tetrahedrite, I think.
Yeah, just above the dangerous area.
Just check with K and mouse, and yeah, that's the tetrahedrite wall. So that's fine. This stair here, this up-down stairway, goes down through the ceiling of the level below us, because this here is still a wall, so that's fine.
Yeah.
But this tile here goes down into this tile, which is empty.
Yeah.
So we've gone through the ceiling of the caves. So
and beasties could maraud through that square.
Yeah. Well, they can only come in if they can fly, but that's a possibility. So, but we can see some more ore here as well. Actually, if I go over here, that's native gold.
Gold.
Gold is good for making statues. Right.
And singing.
So what we need to do here is stop faffing about. We build an upstair on one of these squares where we were going to build an up-down stair, like this one. And the reason for that, well, there's two, whatever. And the reason for that is it's because we're going to remove this particular stair here, where the hole is, and put a floor in instead.
Yeah. So things don't get through.
So we press Z on this to remove the up stairway, so that all there will be is a down stairway, and then we put a floor over the top of the down stairway.
Right.
And then we need to go and find out how we can dig past this cave, because we can see the
lot of water.
Yeah.
Wow. So as soon as you get into the cave, you sort of instantly explore all of it.
Not all of it. You do get quite a lot of visibility. But if I move the cursor, you can see that it just fades out here.
Yeah.
That's where our vision radius stops.
The Foggo War.
The Foggo War. And I've also noticed that where we were digging down here, if we'd been like 2 squares to the right, we'd have gone straight through this big pillar of marble and missed the caves altogether. So yeah,
we could move over a bit and keep digging down.
Yeah, we'll keep going down.
But handy, because now we know that there's a cave there. We might have missed it.
So yeah,
could have been in ignorance.
So I think, actually no, it's not quite, because if we dig through this square, then that'll lead into the cave again through this diagonal. So we don't really want that either. So we would still have breached. Yeah, there's no way we could actually go through here, which wouldn't have breached. Here, we could have. I think. Oh, actually, no. No, we couldn't. Stop talking, Simons. Right. So let's make a smaller stairway down through here, and then move back on to making the bigger stairway again. So if I set up down stair here, I'll just make a 3x2 one which fits nicely into the gap, and up here designate downward stairway in the same space like that, and then I need to obviously dig this out so they can get to that area like that. Yes, and then we just carry on down through here, and then the caverns go away after that, so under here we can go back to 3x3. So up down stairway, down, down. Let's go down to level 100 now, like that. Dig. So right, whatever. Okay, so we did a few things. We're mainly preparing for other things
We have
in
a drawbridge
this episode, rather.
and some channels.
We did successfully build our drawbridge. We walled off the holes that we stupidly made into our fortress, so that's good. Next time around we can consider building some walls. We'll work on this channel and the cistern and the comparison that we're going to be doing of the floodgates, which it looks like we're about to build here. Not the floodgates, the comparison of a screw pump versus natural water flow. And
We found a
keep
big
digging
fat cavern.
down. We found a cave. We found some tetrahedrite as well, so we should probably also build a near the surface forge and try and demonstrate how that works. But that'll do for now. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks again, Robin, for being here and asking pertinent questions.
Or silly ones, either way.
And we'll see everyone next time.
Bye.
Bye.